Welcome to a new Sleep Dive episode. This time we're focusing on Outlive by Peter Attia.
That's right. We're going to try something a little different with this deep dive into longevity.
Oh,
Instead of our usual format, we're going to experiment with delta wave learning
okay.
and a technique called the Mind Palace to help you absorb the key insights from Outlive while you sleep.
That's right. So find a comfortable position
Close your eyes.
and let's get started.
Now, for those unfamiliar with delta wave learning, it's all about tapping into a specific brainwave state that occurs during deep sleep. Think of it like this. When your brain is producing delta waves, it's like a sponge ready to soak up new information.
I like that.
Combining that with the Mind Palace technique creates a powerful tool for memory retention.
Exactly. A mind palace is essentially a vivid, detailed location you create in your mind.
Right.
For this deep dive, we'll be building our mind palace around the Athens Big Bus Tour route.
Okay.
A journey through ancient ruins, bustling markets, and sun-drenched streets.
Yeah. Each stop on the tour will be a distinct point in your Mind Palace.
Okay.
A loci, where we'll store key concepts from Outlive translated into memorable images and sensations.
That makes sense.
Don't worry, if this sounds complicated, we'll guide you through it step by step.
All right. Are you ready to begin building your Athenian mind palace?
Let's dive in.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath
Feel the tension melting away.
as your mind and body relax.
Now picture yourself stepping off the big bus at our first stop, loci number 1,
Okay.
the Acropolis.
The Acropolis.
Feel the warm Greek sun on your skin. The air is filled with the scent of ancient stone and the distant hum of the city below.
Okay, now imagine 4 shadowy figures on horseback galloping across the Acropolis.
They represent the 4 horsemen of aging: heart disease, cancer, neurodegenerative disease, and metabolic dysfunction.
Wow.
These are the major challenges we face on our quest for a longer, healthier life.
Those are some pretty big challenges.
These horsemen may seem daunting, but remember, knowledge is power.
That's true.
Outlive is all about understanding these threats so we can develop strategies to outsmart them.
Okay, I like that.
Now let's move on to loci number 2.
All right.
Imagine hopping back on the big bus and heading down the hill towards the ancient heart of Athens.
Okay.
We're approaching a temple dedicated to both Athena and Poseidon,
Wow.
the Erechtheion.
The Erechthia.
Here, take note of its unique architecture, particularly the iconic Porch of the Maidens,
Okay.
where 6 graceful caryatids, sculpted female figures, support the roof on their heads.
As you study their graceful forms, consider this.
There's chronological lifespan,
Right.
which is simply the number of years we live, and then there's health span.
Interesting.
Outlive argues that health span, the period of life spent free from disease and disability, is what we should truly be aiming for.
Makes sense.
Imagine 2 paths stretching out before you.
Okay.
The first, representing chronological lifespan, is long and straight, but filled with cracks and obstacles,
Wow.
symbolizing the potential for illness and injury. The second path, representing health span, is vibrant and unobstructed,
I like that path better.
symbolizing a life filled with vitality and freedom.
Okay, so Attia's approach is all about aligning these 2 paths as closely as possible, maximizing our healthy, fulfilling years.
Precisely.
Our big bus tour continues bringing us to loci number 3, the Theater of Dionysus.
Find yourself seated among the ancient stone tiers, surrounded by the ghosts of Athenian audiences who once gathered here to experience dramatic performances.
As you envision the stage, consider the difference between what Attia calls Medicine 2.0 and Medicine 3.0.
Think of Medicine 2.0, our traditional approach, as a frantic attempt to put out fires once they've already started.
Oh, okay.
It's reactive, focusing on treating diseases after they appear.
Right.
Now picture a calm and composed director carefully reviewing a script, making adjustments to ensure a flawless production.
Interesting.
This represents Medicine 3.0, a proactive approach that seeks to prevent those fires from ever igniting in the first place.
So Outlive emphasizes this shift from reaction to prevention as a cornerstone of extending our health span.
Exactly.
Next up on our tour, loci number 4.
The Temple of Olympian Zeus.
Okay.
It's a colossal ruin once dedicated to the king of the gods, with towering columns that cast long shadows across the weathered stone.
Feel the immensity of this space, and as you do, let's talk about the marginal decade.
This term, coined by Attia, refers to the final 10 years of life.
Okay.
It's often a period marked by increasing frailty, cognitive decline, and a higher risk of disease.
To really grasp this concept, visualize the last 10 columns of the temple crumbling and collapsing into dust.
It's a stark reminder of the decline that can accompany aging.
Right.
However, Outlive offers strategies to compress this marginal decade, delaying its onset and minimizing its impact on our lives.
I like that.
Okay, let's hop back on the big bus.
Right.
Feeling a bit overwhelmed by all this information.
A little bit, yeah.
That's all right.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
The next stop is loci number 5, and it's a tranquil one. The National Gardens.
Ah, the National Gardens.
Imagine yourself strolling along a shaded pathway, breathing in the fresh air and the sweet scent of blossoms.
Sounds nice.
It's a welcome escape from the bustling city.
As you relax, let's talk about another key concept.
Exercise.
Of course.
Remember, we're not just aiming for a longer life. We want a healthier, more vibrant one.
Right.
And exercise is crucial for that.
For sure.
Imagine yourself effortlessly jogging through the gardens, breathing deeply, feeling energized but not exhausted.
Now that's zone 2. Training, a cornerstone of Attia's longevity program.
Exactly.
It involves maintaining a moderate intensity level, allowing you to sustain activity for extended periods and maximize those cardiovascular and metabolic benefits.
Now, as you continue your jog, notice a group of people engaged in strength training.
Okay.
They lift weights with precision and control their muscles toned and powerful.
I see them.
Outlive emphasizes the importance of strength training in maintaining muscle mass, bone density, and functional capacity as we age.
Right, enough relaxing for now.
We're back on the bus and heading to loci number 6,
Okay.
the Panathenaic Stadium.
The Panathenaic Stadium.
This magnificent marble stadium, built in ancient times and restored for the first modern Olympics, is a symbol of athletic achievement.
Wow.
Picture yourself standing on the track, surrounded by the echoes of cheering crowds and the ghosts of athletes who competed here centuries ago.
Okay.
This stadium represents the centenarian decathlon.
The centenarian decathlon.
Yes, a concept Attia uses to encourage us to envision our lives as a series of athletic events, constantly challenging ourselves to maintain physical and cognitive function well into our later years.
Okay, so to really grasp this, imagine a diverse group of centenarians competing in this stadium.
Some sprint, some lift weights, others demonstrate balance and flexibility.
Wow.
Outlive challenges us to embrace this mindset of lifelong athleticism, approaching aging with purpose and determination.
I like it. Okay, let's explore some of Athens' more vibrant neighborhoods.
So we're arriving at loci number 7. The Plaka district, a charming labyrinth of narrow streets lined with colorful shops, traditional tavernas, and vibrant street vendors.
Inhale the intoxicating aromas of spices, roasting nuts, and freshly baked pastries.
Feel the cobblestones beneath your feet as you navigate the bustling crowds.
All of these sights and smells are designed to help you remember that this loci is all about nutrition.
Outlive digs deep into the complexities of nutrition, exploring what truly fuels a long and healthy life.
Okay.
Imagine browsing a market stall overflowing with fresh fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins.
Yeah, it's healthy.
These are the building blocks of a longevity diet.
But be careful.
As you move through the market, you encounter stalls selling processed foods, sugary drinks, and those tempting but detrimental unhealthy fats.
Oh, no.
These represent the standard American diet, or SAD, which according to Attia is a major contributor to chronic diseases and premature aging.
That's unfortunate. But Outlive provides a roadmap for navigating the often confusing world of nutrition, helping you make informed choices to optimize your metabolic health. Next stop is loci number 8.
The Monastiraki Flea Market.
Okay.
It's a whirlwind of activity.
Vendors hawk everything imaginable, from antiques and souvenirs to clothing and electronics.
This energetic market represents the sheer volume of sometimes conflicting dietary advice out there.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
It can feel overwhelming trying to figure out which approach is right for you.
So how do we visualize that?
Imagine a group of vendors loudly promoting their wares, each claiming to have the best or healthiest option.
Okay.
Some advocate for low-carb diets, others tout plant-based eating, and still others swear by intermittent fasting.
It does get confusing.
Outlive encourages us to approach nutrition with a critical eye, focusing on scientific evidence and individual needs, rather than succumbing to fads or trends.
Ready for a bit of tranquility?
Step off the bus at loci number 9.
Okay.
The Ancient Agora.
The Ancient Agora.
Once a bustling marketplace and civic center, it's now a serene archaeological site, offering a glimpse into the heart of ancient Athenian life.
Walk among the ruins of Stoa's temples and government buildings, imagining the lively debates and transactions that once took place here.
This historical setting reminds us that Outlive isn't just about modern science,
Okay.
but also about understanding the evolutionary context of our modern lifestyle.
That's interesting.
Exactly. Our genes evolved over millennia to thrive in environments vastly different from the world we inhabit today.
That makes sense.
Outlive dives deep into how our modern food supply, sedentary habits, and chronic stress levels present challenges our ancient ancestors never faced.
And by recognizing this evolutionary mismatch, Outlive equips us with strategies to bridge the gap between our genes and our environment.
Precisely.
Our big bus pulls up to the final stop for this part of our journey. Loci number 10,
Temple of Hephaestus.
the Temple of Hephaestus.
This remarkably well-preserved temple, dedicated to the god of fire and craftsmanship, stands as a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity.
Admire its intricate carvings, sturdy columns, and sense of balance.
Outlive emphasizes that building a personalized longevity strategy is much like constructing a temple.
Okay.
It requires thoughtful planning and a deep understanding of the materials and purpose.
So there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly.
But Outlive provides the tools and knowledge to craft a plan that empowers you to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life.
Precisely.
Now, as we pause our journey, for now take a moment to revisit each of these 10 loci in your mind.
Strengthen the connections between the locations and the information they hold.
We'll pick up where we left off in the next part of our Athenian Mind Palace adventure.
Welcome back to our Athenian Mind Palace. Are you ready to continue our exploration of Outlive and its insights into longevity?
I'm ready to dive back in. Let's pick up our journey at loci number 11, the National Archaeological Museum.
Imagine stepping inside this grand neoclassical building, a treasure trove of artifacts spanning millennia of Greek history.
As you wander through the galleries, you're surrounded by ancient sculptures, pottery, jewelry, and tools, each whispering tales of bygone eras. It's almost overwhelming, isn't it?
That feeling of being surrounded by complexity is exactly what we want to capture here. Outlive emphasizes that aging itself is a complex, multifactorial process, much like the history on display in this museum.
Okay, so how do we tie that concept to this location in our mind palace?
Visualize a vast mosaic with each tile representing a different factor that contributes to aging. You have genetics, lifestyle choices, environmental exposures, and even random chance. Each piece is interconnected, just like the artifacts in this museum tell a larger story of civilization.
So by understanding the individual pieces, we can start to make sense of the big picture of aging.
Exactly. Now let's hop back on our big bus and head to loci number 12, Syntagma Square.
Okay.
This bustling square is the heart of modern Athens. Feel the energy of the city pulsing around you as locals and tourists gather to watch the changing of the guard at the Parliament building.
It's a constant flow of people and vehicles, a reminder that life is always in motion.
And that brings us to another key takeaway from Outlive: the importance of maintaining a sense of purpose and engagement throughout our lives, no matter what our age.
So how do we connect that concept to this bustling square?
Imagine a group of elderly Athenians gathered in the square. They're animatedly discussing politics, sharing stories, and enjoying each other's company. Their active minds and social connections are a testament to the idea that staying engaged keeps us feeling young.
I love that. It reminds us that age is just a number, and a fulfilling life is about staying connected and embracing our passions. Okay, next up on our tour is loci number 13, the Benaki Museum, a beautiful neoclassical mansion showcasing Greek art and culture from ancient times to the present day.
As you walk through the galleries, take in the intricate details of Byzantine icons, the vibrant colors of folk costumes, and the delicate craftsmanship of traditional jewelry. Each piece reflects a different era, a different way of life.
That diversity of art and history reminds me of another important concept from Outlive: embracing lifelong learning.
Absolutely. Attia emphasizes that learning new things, expanding our knowledge and perspectives, is key to maintaining cognitive vitality.
To make that connection even stronger in our mind palace, imagine yourself engrossed in a book, your mind expanding, as you absorb new information.
It's like each new piece of knowledge is a brushstroke adding to the masterpiece of your life.
Beautifully said. Next up is loci number 14, the National Library of Greece. I can already smell the aged paper and ink. This grand repository of knowledge is overflowing with books, manuscripts, and historical documents spanning centuries.
Imagine the countless stories held within those volumes. It's a testament to the enduring power of the written word. And it's a perfect reminder of Outlive's emphasis on reading and intellectual stimulation.
So how do we really anchor that concept in our mind palace?
Picture yourself browsing through the stacks, running your fingers along the spines of the books, feeling the weight of knowledge. You select a volume and open it, feeling the anticipation of discovering new ideas.
It's like each book is a portal to another world, another time, another way of thinking.
Exactly. And keeping our minds active and engaged is a powerful tool in the fight against age-related cognitive decline.
Okay, enough with the libraries and museums for now. Let's head to loci number 15, like Lycabettus Hill. It's time for some fresh air, breathtaking views.
Imagine yourself ascending this prominent hill, either by foot or funicular. As you reach the summit, feel the wind against your face and take in the panoramic vista of Athens. You can see everything from the Acropolis to the sparkling Asian Sea.
It's amazing to see the whole city laid out before you.
That sense of perspective is exactly what we want to tap into here. Outlive reminds us that longevity is a marathon, not a sprint.
So how do we link that to Lycabettus Hill?
As you stand on the summit, visualize the years stretching out before you, just like the vast horizon. Remember, our goal isn't just to add years to our lives, but life to our years. It's about embracing the long game and making choices that support health and vitality throughout our entire journey.
That's a powerful image. All right, let's hop back on the bus. Our next stop is loci number 16, the Acropolis Museum, a state-of-the-art museum housing a remarkable collection of sculptures and artifacts excavated from the Acropolis itself.
Imagine walking among these ancient treasures, marveling at their beauty and enduring power. It's a reminder of the resilience of human creation.
This museum is a perfect place to think about another key concept from Outlive, respecting our bodies as vessels of history and experience.
Exactly. Attia encourages us to see our bodies not just as machines, but as living archives of our experiences, our triumphs, and our challenges.
To really cement that idea in our mind, Pallas, a skilled sculptor meticulously restoring a damaged statue. They're carefully preserving its integrity while honoring its past.
It's a beautiful metaphor for how we should approach our own bodies with care, attention, and respect.
Okay, ready for a change of pace. Next up is loci number 17. The Stavros Niarchos Foundation Cultural Center, a modern architectural masterpiece designed by Renzo Piano.
Admire its sleek lines, innovative use of glass and steel, and the way it harmoniously blends with the surrounding landscape. It's a celebration of innovation and human ingenuity.
This modern space feels like a great place to reflect on Outlive's emphasis on the role of innovation and technology in our quest for longevity.
It's not just about ancient wisdom, but also about embracing the possibilities of the future. Imagine a group of scientists and engineers working in a state-of-the-art laboratory within this building, developing cutting-edge tools and therapies to extend lifespan and health span.
It's a reminder that the field of longevity is constantly evolving, and with it, our potential to live longer, healthier lives.
All right, let's pause our exploration here for now. Remember to revisit these locations in your mind, strengthening the connections between each loci and the concepts they represent.
Welcome back to our Athenian Mind Palace. We're in the home stretch of our journey through Outlive.
Ready to explore the final stops on our big bus tour and unlock some more of Attia's secrets to a longer, healthier life?
Absolutely. I'm ready to see what other treasures our Athenian Mind Palace holds. Where are we headed next?
Let's step off the bus at loci number 18, the Keramikos Cemetery. This ancient burial ground, once located outside the city walls, is a poignant reminder of the cycle of life and death.
It's a place for quiet reflection, isn't it? As we walk among the weathered tombstones adorned with intricate carvings and inscriptions, it's hard not to contemplate the delicate balance of life and our own mortality.
That's exactly the feeling we want to tap into here. Outlive might be about extending lifespan, but it also emphasizes the importance of accepting mortality as an integral part of life.
So how do we connect that to this location in our mind palace?
Visualize a circle. It represents the continuous flow of birth, growth, decay, and renewal. Life and death are not opposites, but two sides of the same coin.
I see what you mean. By acknowledging our own finitude, we can appreciate the preciousness of each moment and live our lives with greater intention. Okay, let's move on to a place that celebrates the beauty of simplicity. Loci number 19, the Museum of Cycladic Art.
Imagine stepping into this museum known for its collection of ancient art from the Cyclades Islands. The sculptures are characterized by a minimalist aesthetic, smooth white marble forms that convey a sense of timelessness and serenity.
Those minimalist forms are striking in their simplicity.
And that's the connection we want to make to Outlive. The book encourages us to simplify our lives and focus on what truly matters, just as these ancient artists stripped away the unnecessary to reveal the essential.
To really anchor that concept in our mind palace, imagine a minimalist living space within this museum. It's free from clutter and distractions, a sanctuary where you can focus on your passions, your relationships, and your well-being.
It's a reminder that sometimes less is truly more. Stripping away the excess can create space for greater joy and fulfillment.
I love that. Okay, our next stop is loci number 20, the Byzantine and Christian Museum. This museum houses a breathtaking collection of Byzantine and post-Byzantine art.
As you wander through the galleries, take in the intricate mosaics, gilded icons, and illuminated manuscripts. Each piece reflects a deep spirituality and connection to something larger than oneself.
That sense of reverence and awe is powerful. It reminds me that Outlive isn't just about physical health, but also about cultivating a sense of meaning and purpose.
Exactly. Attia emphasizes the importance of nurturing our inner lives, whether through spirituality, a connection to nature, or engagement with art and beauty.
So how do we tie that to this location in our mind palace?
Imagine a small chapel within the museum. It's a place of quiet contemplation where you can connect with something larger than yourself, whatever that might be for you.
It's a reminder that tending to our spiritual and emotional needs is just as important as caring for our physical health. Okay, let's move on to loci number 21, the National Historical Museum.
This museum chronicles the history of modern Greece, from its struggle for independence to the present day. As you explore the exhibits, you're tracing the threads of a nation's story, its triumphs, its tragedies, and its resilience.
It's a reminder that we're all part of a larger narrative, both personal and collective.
And that brings us to another key takeaway from Outlive: the importance of understanding our personal and collective histories. It's about recognizing how the past shapes the present and influences our choices for the future.
So how do we make that connection concrete in our mind palace?
Imagine a family photo album displayed within the museum. As you flip through the pages, you see images and mementos that tell the story of your life and the lives of those who came before you.
It's a powerful reminder that our lives are intertwined with the lives of others, and that understanding our history can provide valuable insights into who we are and where we're going. Okay, let's continue our journey. Our big bus is pulling up to loci number 22, the War Museum.
This museum documents Greece's military history, showcasing weapons, uniforms, and artifacts from various conflicts. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of war and the fragility of peace.
It's a sobering experience, isn't it? It makes you appreciate the value of peace and the need to strive for it both in our personal lives and on a global scale.
That's exactly the point Attia makes in Outlive. He argues that embracing peace and nonviolence is essential for longevity, not just for individuals, but for humanity as a whole.
So how do we make that connection tangible in our mind palace?
As you walk through the War Museum, imagine a single white dove taking flight. It represents hope, peace, and the possibility of a world free from conflict.
It's a beautiful image, a reminder that we can all contribute to creating a more peaceful world. Okay, let's shift gears and head to loci number 23, the Jewish Museum of Greece.
This museum tells the story of the Jewish community in Greece, its rich history, cultural contributions, and the tragic persecution it faced during the Holocaust. It's a reminder of the importance of tolerance, understanding, and fighting against prejudice.
It's a powerful reminder that diversity is a strength, not a weakness.
Exactly. Outlive emphasizes that embracing diversity and inclusion is crucial for creating a thriving society.
So how do we anchor that idea in our mind palace?
As you explore the museum, visualize a tapestry woven from threads of many colors. Each thread represents a different culture, ethnicity, or belief system. Together, they create a vibrant and beautiful whole.
It's a powerful visual representation of the richness and interconnectedness of humanity. Okay, our big bus is taking us to loci number 24, the Numismatic Museum.
This museum houses a vast collection of coins and medals from ancient Greece to the present day. As you admire the intricate designs and inscriptions on these artifacts, you're tracing the history of currency and the evolution of trade and commerce.
It's amazing to think how these small objects represent the flow of goods and services across time and cultures.
And that brings us to another important theme from Outlive: financial literacy and planning for a secure future.
So how do we link that concept to this location in our mind palace?
Imagine a perfectly balanced scale displayed in the museum. It represents the importance of managing our finances, wisely saving for the future, and making smart investments.
It's a reminder that financial security is an important part of overall well-being, giving us the freedom to pursue our passions and live life to the fullest. Okay, where to next?
Let's head to loci number 25, the Museum of Greek Folk Art.
I love this museum. It's full of vibrant colors, intricate patterns, and the skilled craftsmanship of generations of Greek artisans.
As you admire the textiles, ceramics, wood carvings, and metalwork take in the spirit of tradition and cultural heritage that permeates this space.
It's a reminder of the importance of connecting with our roots and appreciating the traditions that have shaped who we are.
And that's the connection we want to make to Outlive. The book emphasizes the importance of cultural heritage and the role it plays in our sense of identity and belonging.
So how do we make that link stronger in our mind palace?
Imagine a family heirloom displayed within the museum. It could be a piece of jewelry, a hand-woven tapestry, or a beautifully carved wooden box. It's an object passed down through generations, its worn surface and faded colors whispering tales of family history and tradition.
It's a beautiful reminder of the continuity of life and the bonds that connect us to those who came before us. Okay, our big bus awaits. What's our next stop?
Let's shift gears and head to Loci number 26, the Hellenic Motor Museum.
Ooh, classic cars. I can already hear the roar of those engines. This museum showcases the evolution of automobiles in Greece, from vintage models to modern marvels.
As you admire the sleek designs and powerful engines of these classic machines, you're witnessing the human ingenuity that drives technological advancement.
It's a reminder that innovation is a powerful force for progress.
Exactly. And that's the link we want to make to Outlive. The book encourages us to embrace innovation and technology while also maintaining a balance between progress and tradition.
So how do we solidify that concept in our mind palace?
Visualize a bridge connecting the Hellenic Motor Museum to the Parthenon in the distance. It symbolizes the connection between the old and the new, the past and the future. It's a reminder that we can embrace technological advancements without losing sight of the wisdom and values of previous generations.
I love that image. It's a reminder that progress and tradition can coexist and even enhance each other. Okay, next stop on our tour.
Let's step back in time and visit Loci number 27, the Railway Museum of Athens.
Imagine the clatter of wheels on tracks, the whistle of steam engines, and the excitement of travel as you explore the exhibits. It's a journey through the history of rail transportation, a testament to human ingenuity and the desire to connect people and places.
That sense of connection is precisely what we want to highlight here. Outlive stresses the importance of maintaining strong social networks and nurturing meaningful relationships throughout our lives.
Those connections are vital, aren't they? They provide support, companionship, and a sense of belonging that's essential for well-being at any age.
Absolutely. So to really anchor that idea in our mind palace, visualize a map of interconnected railway lines. Each line represents a different relationship in your life: family, friends, colleagues, and community members.
It's a beautiful representation of the web of connections that enrich our lives and provide support through life's journey. Okay, let's continue our Athenian adventure.
Next stop, Loci number 28. The Athens Concert Hall, a modern architectural gem renowned for its exceptional acoustics.
Imagine yourself seated in the auditorium, surrounded by the rich sounds of a symphony orchestra. The music washes over you, stirring your emotions and transporting you to another world.
That sense of immersion and emotional connection is what we want to tap into here. Outlive emphasizes the importance of cultivating a love of music and the arts as a source of joy, inspiration, and emotional well-being.
Music has such power to uplift and connect us, doesn't it? It's a universal language that transcends cultural boundaries.
Exactly. So to make that connection even stronger in our mind palace, imagine a conductor leading the orchestra with passion and precision. Their movements bring the music to life, just as engaging with the arts can infuse our lives with meaning and beauty.
Okay, ready for a trip beyond the bounds of Earth?
Let's blast off to Loci number 29, the Athens Planetarium.
Imagine yourself stepping inside this immersive dome theater and embarking on a journey through the cosmos. Gaze up at the projected stars, marvel at swirling galaxies, and feel a sense of awe and wonder as you learn about the celestial bodies that populate our vast universe.
That sense of wonder and the desire to explore the unknown is exactly what we want to capture here. Outlive encourages us to maintain a sense of curiosity and a thirst for knowledge throughout our lives, no matter our age.
There's always something new to learn, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's about keeping our minds active and engaged, constantly expanding our horizons.
Absolutely. So to solidify that concept in our mind palace, imagine a powerful telescope pointed toward the heavens. It's a tool for exploration and discovery, reminding us to never stop learning, growing, and seeking new perspectives.
Okay, 2 more stops on our Athenian Mind Palace tour. Where to next?
Let's reconnect with nature at Loci number 30, the Goulandris Natural History Museum.
Imagine yourself exploring the exhibits, marveling at the intricate beauty of natural specimens, from colorful butterflies to towering dinosaur skeletons. It's a journey through the diversity of life on Earth, a testament to the power and wonder of the natural world.
Outlive emphasizes the importance of connecting with nature and recognizing our interconnectedness with all living things. It's about appreciating the beauty and complexity of the natural world and understanding that our own health and well-being are inextricably linked to the health of our planet.
So how do we anchor that concept in our mind palace?
As you walk through the museum, imagine stepping into a lush forest. The air is filled with the sounds of birdsong and the scent of wildflowers. Sunlight filters through the canopy, dazzling the forest floor. It's a place of peace and tranquility, a reminder of the restorative power of nature.
It's a beautiful reminder that we're part of something larger than ourselves, and that spending time in nature can nourish our souls as well as our bodies. Okay, this brings us to our final stop on our Athenian Mind Palace tour. Loci number 31, the Museum of Islamic Art.
Step inside this serene space surrounded by intricate tile work, the gentle sound of water fountains and the fragrant scent of exotic spices. The museum houses a stunning collection of Islamic art spanning centuries and cultures.
It's a beautiful reminder of the richness and diversity of human expression and the importance of embracing different perspectives.
Exactly. Outlive emphasizes the importance of challenging conventional wisdom and seeking out diverse sources of information. It's about questioning assumptions, exploring alternative viewpoints, and being open to new discoveries.
So how do we cement that concept in our mind palace?
Imagine a scholar seated in the museum's library surrounded by ancient texts. They're meticulously studying, cross-referencing information, and challenging long-held beliefs. It's a reminder to approach knowledge with curiosity and an open mind, constantly seeking new insights and refining our understanding.
That's a powerful image to end on. As we conclude our journey through the Athenian Mind Palace, let's take a moment to revisit all the locations we've explored, from the Acropolis to the Museum of Islamic Art.
Let those images and the concepts they represent sink into your subconscious mind.
Remember, the quest for longevity is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about making consistent choices that support your physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Outlive provides a wealth of knowledge and practical strategies to help you on that journey. Now, as you drift off to sleep, let your Athenian Mind Palace continue to guide you, empowering you to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life.
Thanks for joining us on this sleep dive exploration of Outlive. We'll see you in our next